Hi, this is Broderick Boyd. Today I want to talk to you about another powerful principle. And this principle is going to help you to avoid being caught in anxiety, depression, failure, doing things that you don't want to be doing, bad habits, and start living a life of having full control over your mind and your emotions, creating the life that you really want to have, confidence, power, fearlessness, and just living a beautiful, wonderful life. And this is the powerful principle, the concept that you are not your mind. You are not your mind. And with that awareness comes a multitude of possibilities. So I want to explain this a little more. You are not your mind. If you think about it, you have control over your mind. When you say to yourself, I am sad, or why did I do that? Who is saying that, and who is the I? Who is the one that is saying I am sad? Who's the one who's saying I? It's not really you. There's a you, and there's an I, and there's a me. Why do I always do this to myself? Some people say that. Some people actually talk like that. It's apparent that there is two of us. There's a mind, and then there's a higher kind of awareness that watches the mind and can actually look at our own thoughts and look at our own emotions and our own behaviors and say, oh, I did good, or I did bad, or why am I doing this? There are two possibilities, and there may even be more the more you explore into this. But the basic idea is that you are not your mind. You're not even really your thoughts. You have control over your mind. You have control over your thoughts, and you can observe and look at your thoughts. Your mind is really just another organ, just like any other part of your body, like your heart or your stomach. And you can look at it and you can say, is it healthy? Is it healthy? Is it performing right? Is it doing what's in the best interest of the rest of my body, like pumping blood or digesting food? Is my mind performing what's good for the rest of myself, my being, and creating the world that I want to be living and having a higher purpose as well? What is your mind doing? Now, once you can detach from your mind, once you realize, you come to the realization, the epiphany, that you are not your mind. Your mind is a tool. Your mind is another organ in your body. You then have power over it. And when you have that power, it is in your responsibility, like Spider-Man says, with great power comes great responsibility. When you have that responsibility, that power and responsibility, it is now up to you to make sure that it is performing well for yourself and for the rest of the world. So, train your mind like a new employee. Train your mind like it's a slave of yours. It's a servant. It is like any other part of your body. If I say I want to move my finger obeys. It's because my mind and my beingness, my whatever you want to call it, my higher awareness has told my mind to then tell my finger. Your mind is almost like a manager of the rest of your body, of your limbs, and it can do other things. It's like a high executive, but it's still your employee. And it does what you tell it to do. It needs to do what you tell it to. So you need to train it like a new puppy, like a new employee. You need to train it. You need to have it build its habits. You need to give it rules. You need to give it structure. You need to give it rewards and to incentivize it to perform well. And there's a lot of things you can do to create positive habits that your mind will then do for you to create a better life for you and to create a better world. You can do a lot of different things, a lot of different techniques that I talk about to build great habits for your mind and to have it manifest what you want it to manifest and to have it think what you want it to think and to get rid of anxiety and fear and start creating confidence and love and power. But the idea is that you have to detach. You have to realize it's just your servant and then start telling it what to do. Train it and give it the tools that it needs to perform well. And we really are like still apes. We are still basically apes that have a computer installed into the brain, and that computer is the higher awareness that we can use to control the ape and to train the ape to do things that we need it to do, that we want it to do, because the universe and our lives only have the meaning that we give it. So whatever meaning and vision we choose to create, we then need to realize that our mind and our body is a faithful servant of those higher purposes, and we can train it to create those visions for us in the world and create a better world for everyone. So that's the powerful principle. I hope you realize it. I hope you play with it and start getting the power that comes from realizing that you are not your mind and you can detach and start creating a life that you really want to have. Feel free to leave a comment or question below. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Also, feel free to visit my newsletter below, get a free video, and also get more free content on my free newsletter. And also feel free to follow me on Facebook or Twitter at Broderick Boyd, and share this video with whoever you feel it would benefit and change and improve their lives. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you have a fantastic, awesome, incredible, amazing rest of the day as usual. And I will talk to you at a later time. Bye-bye.